The screen, let me know once it is visible. Is it screen is visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So what we are discussing in the last class, we started about the forms. So what is the use of forms to design the layout? What is the layout? It's a collection of pages. సో మనం ఏదైనా బిల్ కానీ లేదు అంటే ఏదైనా ప్యాకింగ్ లిస్ట్ కానీ సో ఏదైనా ఫార్మ్స్ చూసామంటే దాంట్లో డీటెయిల్స్ అయితే కస్టమర్స్ టు కస్టమర్ చేంజ్ అవుతుంది. రిమైనింగ్ టెంప్లెట్ అంతా సేమ్ ఉంటుంది. ఆ టెంప్లెట్ని లేఅవుట్ అంటున్నారు. సో లేఅవుట్ అంటే ఏంటి? కలెక్షన్ ఆఫ్ పేజెస్. ఇలా డిఫరెంట్ డిఫరెంట్ పేజ్ ఫార్మాట్స్ ఎన్ని డిజైన్ చేయొచ్చు ఒక లేఅవుట్లో మీన్స్ 99 పేజ్ ఫార్మాట్స్, డిఫరెంట్ డిఫరెంట్ పేజ్ ఫార్మాట్స్ని డిజైన్ చేయొచ్చు. సో పేజ్ అనేది కలెక్షన్ ఆఫ్ విండోస్. సో సైడ్ బై సైడ్ కావాలి, వన్ బై వన్ కావాలి, అలా ఎలా కావాలంటే అలా డిజైన్ చేసుకోవచ్చు బై యూజింగ్ ద విండోస్. సో ఒక పేజ్లో ఎన్ని ఉంటాయి? మ్యాక్సిమం 99 విండోస్ ఉంటాయి. లేఅవుట్ ఈస్ నథింగ్ బట్ collection of pages. Page is nothing but collection of windows. Up to that we learn in the last class, correct? Any questions?
No, ma'am.
So we are just starting for today's. So under the forms we have the two concepts, SAP scripts and smart forms. What is the scripts and smart forms? Scripts are older versions like black and white TVs, and smart forms are the latest versions like color TVs. But what is the difference? Means there are lot of differences are there. Very important interview question. What is the difference between scripts and the smart forms? That we are going to see after finishing the scripts concept. When we started the smart forms, each and every concept is going to difference, that we will see all the options. What is the differences? Then I'm just going to start the SAP scripts. SAP scripts also to design the layout. Layout is nothing but collection of page. Page is nothing but collection of windows. But what kind of windows will be there in the script? Means we have four types of windows: main window, variable window, constant window, graphic window. So these are the types of windows are available. What is this main window? Main window which is going to flow the data to the next pages. So it's going to flow the data where you want the main window. For example, if you see, sorry, I'm just seeing this requirement itself. Here I have the item details. For example, if you purchased 10 items, it can fit here. It can show. For example, if you purchase 20 items, then 10 it can fit here and the another 10 need to flow for the next page. If you're placing 100 items, then 10 here, 10 here, 10 here, like that, it need to flow the data to the next pages. At that time, we are going to use main window. What the main window will do, whatever data comes, based on the height of the window, it will show. If extra data is coming, so then it is going to flow to the next pages. It won't truncate the data, it will flow the data to the next pages. That is about main window. సో మనం స్క్రిప్ట్స్, స్మార్ట్ ఫామ్స్ అనేవి రెండు కూడా ఫామ్స్ అనేవి డిజైనింగ్ లేఅవుట్ డిజైన్ చేయడానికి యూస్ చేస్తున్నాము. దాంట్లో డిఫరెన్సెస్ అనేది మనం వన్ బై వన్ చూస్తాం. స్క్రిప్ట్ అయిపోయాక స్మార్ట్ ఫామ్ స్టార్ట్ చేసినప్పుడు ప్రతి ఒక్కటి డిఫరెన్స్ మీకు తెలుస్తూ వస్తుంది. సో స్క్రిప్ట్స్, ఎస్ఏపి స్క్రిప్ట్ స్టార్ట్ చేస్తున్నాను. దాంట్లో మనకి లేఅవుట్ అంటే కలెక్షన్ ఆఫ్ పేజెస్, పేజెస్ అంటే కలెక్షన్ ఆఫ్ విండోస్ అన్నాం. విండోస్లో కూడా మనకి టైప్స్ ఆఫ్ విండోస్ ఉన్నాయి. మెయిన్ విండో, వేరియబుల్ విండో, కాన్స్టెంట్ విండో, గ్రాఫికల్ విండో అని. సో వాట్ ఈస్ ద యూజ్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ మెయిన్ విండో? మెయిన్ విండో విచ్ ఫ్లో ద డేటా టు ద నెక్స్ట్ పేజెస్. మెయిన్ విండో అనేది ఏం చేస్తుంది? నా హైట్ ఆఫ్ ద విండో 10 లైన్స్ ఫిట్ అవుతుంది అంటే నాకు 20 లైన్స్ వస్తే నెక్స్ట్ ఫ్లో చేస్తుంది, నెక్స్ట్ పేజ్కి ఆ డేటాని ఫ్లో చేస్తుంది, ఎక్కడ కూడా ట్రంకేట్ చేయదు. అది మెయిన్ విండో. Is it clear about main window?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, we are just discussing about theoretically. I'll show you practically also. Then variable window and constant window. These two are like based on the height of the window, it displays the data. If the data comes more than the height of the window, then it truncates the data. Means, so if for example I have a window where it can fit only 5 lines. If my address is coming like 7 lines, then it can show only 5 lines. That remaining 2 lines, it's not going to display. So that is about the variable window or constant window. Is it clear? సో మనకి మెయిన్ విండో అంటే ఏం చేసాం, హైట్ ఆఫ్ ద విండోని బట్టి డేటా మళ్ళీ నెక్స్ట్ పేజెస్కి ఫ్లో అవుతుంది అని చెప్పాం. బట్ వేరియబుల్ విండో కాన్స్టెంట్ విండో ఏం చేస్తుంది, హైట్ ఆఫ్ ద విండో బేస్డ్ ఆన్ దట్ ఎన్ని లైన్స్ ఫిట్ అవుతుందో అది చూపిస్తుంది. దానికన్నా ఎక్స్ట్రా వస్తే దాన్ని చూపించదు. ఓకే, ఓన్లీ ఎంత ఫిట్ అవుతుందో అంత మాత్రమే చూపిస్తుంది. దట్ ఈస్ ద డిఫరెన్స్ బిట్వీన్ మెయిన్ విండో అండ్ వేరియబుల్ అండ్ కాన్స్టెంట్ విండో. Main window is going to flow the data to the next pages if the data comes more than the height of the window. But in case of variable and constant window, if more than the height of the window, if the data comes, it truncates. It can't flow the data to the next pages. Got it? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Next, we have graphic window. What is the graphic window? If I want to show the logos and all, if I want to pass logos and all, then I'm going to use graphic window. So these are the types of windows we have in the script. Main window which flows the data to the next pages. Variable or constant window, the window can't flow the data to the next pages. It only shows the data up to the height of the window. If data comes more than the height of the window, it truncates the data. Then graphic window, the window which use it to pass the logo. Okay, fine. I have windows. I'm going to design. In that, I want to show the customer address. Then I want to write the code because for customer address, they given the logic functional. Pass that order number to VBAK, get the KUNNR. Pass that KUNNR to KNA1 and get the address number. Then pass that to ADRC and get the address. Like that, they given that logic. I want to write the select statement to fetch these details. Where to write the code? In script, can I write the code under the windows? No, it is not possible. Then, where to write the code means we can write the code in SE38 executable program. I said already, when you are using this SE38 executable program for detailed explanation, then it is called a report. If I'm using the same for uploading the data, then it is called upload program or BDC program. If I'm using same SC38 executable program in the forms, then it is called print program or driver program. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay, fine. Then what we can do, we can write the code in SC38 program. Okay, fine. Your code and all in your program, and then you are going to design this script in that windows and all. Then how you are going to pass the data from program to the script means by using the function modules called open form, which is going to call this form, write form to pass the data to the windows, then close form to close this form. So these are the three function modules we are going to use to pass the data to the form. Form means here SAP script. To call the SAP script from the print program or driver program, we are going to use three function modules: open form to call the form, write form to pass the data, close form to close the form. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So then we are going to see the practical part, how we are going to create the SAP script and all. Script are older versions, ma. So mostly whenever you are going to create anything, you are not going to create at all any new SAP script. Mostly you're going to design in the smart form only. Then why we are learning for the script means some companies still they are using the scripts. If you want to support such kind of clients, you need to know about the scripts. So which kind of project you are going to get, we are not sure, right? So some clients are still they are using older versions. At that time you need to support for them. That's the reason we are learning. In your resume also you're going to keep that, hey, I did the changes in the scripts, like that I worked on the support project for SAP scripts, like that you will say. But coming to the smart form, I worked on implementation project where you're going to build from the scratch. Okay. So new forms and all you're going to design either in the smart form only, not in the scripts. Clear? So SE71 is the T code to create the SAP script. So here we are going to give the name of the script, Z22 demo, and then click on create. It's going to say form Z22 demo language English is not available in 800. What is this? This form is not available in 800 and English. What is the meaning of this? Why it is showing like this? Means in the front end, the script is going to show like a graphical format. Means like a pages and windows. If you observe here in the front end, it looks like this. Pages, windows, everything looks like a graphical format. But when you activate in the database, how it is going to store? As it is like graphical format, no. It's going to store like a continuation of text. So it's going to store the continuation of text in the some tables. So whenever you are storing the data in the tables, it is client dependent. Main data will be there. And then your text means it will be in which language you are storing. So that's the reason in the database it's going to store like a text. That's the reason it is going to be a client dependent and language dependent. Up to now whatever we created, what we created up to now, we created table, we created program, we created function module, we created classes and methods. All these are client independent. Means if you are creating in one client, it will be available in all the clients. But SAP script alone, it is client dependent. If you created in 800, you are able to see in 800 only. It is not available in any other clients. Okay. So why it is dependent? Because it's going to store in the database like a text. సో ఎస్సీ ఫార్మ్స్ డిజైనింగ్కి వచ్చేసమ్మా SE71 అనేది ఎస్ఏపి స్క్రిప్ట్ డిజైన్ చేయడానికి నేను నేమ్ ఇచ్చి క్లిక్ ఆన్ క్రియేట్ అవ్వంగానే ఈ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ మెసేజ్ చెప్తుంది ఏమని, ఈ ఈ పర్టిక్యులర్ ఫామ్ అనేది ఈ లాంగ్వేజ్లో, ఇంగ్లీష్ లాంగ్వేజ్లో అండ్ ఈ క్లయింట్లో లేదు అని. ఎందుకు అలా క్లయింట్ డిపెండెంట్, లాంగ్వేజ్ డిపెండెంట్ అయింది అంటే ఫ్రంట్ అండ్ ప్రజెంటేషన్ లేయర్లో చూసినప్పుడు అది ఎలా కనిపిస్తుంది మనకి, గ్రాఫికల్ ఫార్మాట్ లాగా కనిపిస్తుంది, పేజ్ విండోస్ అంతా. కానీ వెన్ యూ యాక్టివేట్ అది డేటాబేస్లో ఎలా స్టోర్ అవుతుందంటే టెక్స్ట్ లాగా స్టోర్ అవుతుంది. టెక్స్ట్ అనేది స్టోర్ అవుతుంది కాబట్టి అది లాంగ్వేజ్ డిపెండెంట్, క్లయింట్ డిపెండెంట్ అయింది. సో అందుకే మనం ఇచ్చింది క్లయింట్ డిపెండెంట్. ఇప్పటి వరకు మనం క్రియేట్ చేసిన అబ్జెక్ట్స్ అన్నీ కూడా క్లయింట్ ఇండిపెండెంట్. అంటే మనం ఒక క్లయింట్లో క్రియేట్ చేస్తే మిగతా క్లయింట్లోకి ఆటోమేటిక్గా వచ్చేస్తుంది. ఓన్లీ స్క్రిప్ట్ మాత్రమే క్లయింట్ డిపెండెంట్. ఓకే. నాట్ అవైలబుల్, ఇట్స్ ఫైన్, ఐ వాంట్ టు క్రియేట్ ఇట్, then I'm just going to give the demo. So this is comes under header. Under header you'll have two options: administration data and basic settings. What is administration data? Like Admin information means who created, where it is saved, in which language it is created. Basic that information will be there here. After that, basic settings means how the page should look like. It's a collection of layout is nothing but collection of pages, right? How your page should look like. You want DNA 4 or DNA 3 or like that. What is this means? You can see the sizes with the height. So means you want like a A4 sheet, you want like a A2 sheet or A3 sheet. Depends on requirement you can choose. Okay, DNA 4 means A4 sheet. A4 sheet means your long notebook. If you just see, that is called like A4 sheet. Okay, so like this, based on the requirement, we are going to choose how the, and is it a portrait or landscape? What is this means? If your long notebook, if you are keeping like vertical, then it is called portrait format. If you are turning out, then it is a landscape format. I want portrait format, not landscape format. You can choose that. Then lines per inch. How many lines you want to display in this page per inch that you are going to see, like basic settings and all. And what is the font family, font size? What is this font family, font size? If you go for any document, select the text. You can see this. This is Calibri. Okay, this is the font family. We have lots of font families. You can see lots of font families. Which one you want to take it as by default, and what is the size? It is 18 by default, 18. I don't want by default 18. 12 also I can take. You can say based on your requirement you can choose that size that we are choosing here. So courier and 12 is the by default which is came, but based on the requirement, if they given some other family, then you can give the font family and font size. And here you can see by default you want bold, italic, underline, or what and all you want to give, that you can give. Here I need to give the page and paragraph. So what is this pages paragraph we'll discuss, then I'll come back here and fill it. It is mandatory fields. Okay, so these are the options we need to give in the header. In the header, we'll have administration data and basic settings. What is administration data? Who created, where it is stored, when it is created, that kind of information will be there in the admin data. And basic settings, actually, basically, how the page should look like. That we are going to give in the basic settings. ఓకే. సో హెడర్‌లో ఈ 2 ఆప్షన్స్ వస్తాయి. అడ్మిన్ డేటా అంటే ఎవరు క్రియేట్ చేశారు, ఎక్కడ స్టోర్ చేశారు, అలా ఆ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఉంటుంది. బేసిక్ సెట్టింగ్స్‌లో బేసిక్‌గా పేజ్ అనేది ఎలా ఉండాలి అనేది ఇక్కడ ఇస్తాం. క్లియరా?
Yeah.
Then we have pages. What is this pages? To design the page. Okay. So layout is nothing but collection of pages, right? You can design different pages. Maximum 99 pages you can design. So for now, what I'll do, first I'll design only one page, then later I'll design the multiple pages. Page one, I'm just taking what is the meaning means description. First page I'm just giving, and continuation, if you want to repeat the same, what is the next page? I don't have any page, I'm just created only one. Repetition, I'm just taking the same page. Okay, pages is for creating the page. ఇక నేను ఫస్ట్ ఒక్క పేజ్తో డిజైనింగ్ స్టార్ట్ చేస్తాను, దెన్ మల్టిపుల్ పేజెస్ డిజైన్ చేస్తాను. సో ఫస్ట్ పేజ్ నేమ్ ఇచ్చేసాను, దానికి డిస్క్రిప్షన్ ఇచ్చాను, అండ్ నెక్స్ట్ పేజ్ ఏంటంటే సేమ్ పేజ్ని కంటిన్యూషన్ పేజ్గా తీసుకుంటున్నాను అని చెప్తున్నాను. Then we have the windows. What is this windows? We said main window, variable window, constant window, graphical window. That you can see here in the window types, all the 4 types of windows are there. But in this, if you see, I'm not created any window, right? By default, which window came means main window. Default window is main window in the script, and in all the pages, main window is the mandatory window. Okay. సో విండోస్ అనేది విండోస్ డిజైన్ చేయడానికి మెయిన్ విండో అనేది నేను క్రియేట్ చేయకపోయినా కూడా సిస్టమ్ డిఫాల్ట్గా ఇచ్చేస్తుంది. సో అండ్ ఇంకొకటి కూడా ఏంటి, మెయిన్ విండో అనేది మ్యాండేటరీ విండో. నేను ఒక పేజ్ క్రియేట్ చేశాను కాబట్టి మెయిన్ విండో. నేను 10 పేజెస్ క్రియేట్ చేసినా కూడా మెయిన్ విండో అనేది ఆ 10 పేజెస్లో కంపల్సరీ ఉండాల్సిందే. సో మెయిన్ window default window and main window is the mandatory window in all the pages. Okay, clear?
Yes, ma'am.
I can design different windows. I'll show you that later. And page windows means you are creating separately pages, you are creating separately windows. I created 3 pages, I created 30 windows. Now I want to assign these windows under the page. That we can do it here. Under this page, what and all windows I want, I'm going to design it under page windows. Then we have paragraph formats. How to do the page windows, I'll show little bit later. Next, paragraph formats. What is this paragraph formats? Paragraph formats are nothing but styles. What is the styles? Means just now I said for this entire line, what is the style? Means you can see that Calibri which is of 18 and it is normal. If it is, I'm just making as bold or italic or anything, I can change it. So that is called styles. Okay. So for that entire line, whatever I'm just going to do, that is called paragraph format. Means I can choose different style for that entire line. Okay. And so I'm going to design one paragraph format, P1. One paragraph format is compulsory in the means mandatory in the script. Normal, I'm just taking, go to the font. You can see here font family. You'll have all the font families. In the FS, they will give. I just choose this. Mostly HALV or Courier, they'll choose, means they'll give. Or based on the requirement, they can choose whatever they want. And then 12. So based on that, we are going to choose this paragraph format. I created one, only one you need to create, no multiple you can create. Edit, create element is the path. P2 description is mandatory. I'm just going to make it as bold. I'll just take the same courier of same 12 size only, P2, but it is bold. Then I'll go for edit, create element, P3, sorry, which is italic. I'm just taking as italic, which is same font family. I'm just going to choose and the size, and then we are going to choose italic. Then edit, create element, P4, which is underline. Same only with different so that I can show that practically what is that style, how it is comes underline. Like this you can choose that styles. Not only that, in the standard you can see left margin. Means whenever I'm just using this paragraph, what is the left margin need to be given, that you can give. Right margin, from right side how much you want the margin. Indent on the first line means when I'm starting the first line, don't start from the starting. So whenever I have paragraph, I need to start from here and then write. So that kind of you can give indent first line, space before, space after. So what is this before and after, how much space you want, that and all you can just go and do that. And you can see that alignment modes, left justified, right justified, centered, like that everything will be there. You can just see that. Then font, you are having that font family, font size, and you'll have bold, italic, underline. You can take all those things. Then tabs, normally in our tab if you press, it will give by default 7 character space or something. You can just create a one more paragraph with tab position, how many characters you want, whenever you want. You can design it and you can use it. Outline, so when I'm just going to use this paragraph format, I needed outer line. How you want the line, what is the thickness of the line, all those things you can design it here. So this is about paragraph formats. Then character formats. Character formats also nothing but the styles only. Then we have already paragraph format, then why you need character format? Means for the entire line, if you want to give one style, then it is called paragraph format. But I want to give different style for particular characters. The entire line should be different, but only for this I want to give different style. So either it should be italic format or it should be underline, like that. I want different style for particular characters, not for the entire line. Then we are going to create the character format. Character format is not mandatory. If you want, you can create, otherwise, no. So you can just go to the font and you can choose the font family, font size. I'm just choosing that Courier, of which is of 20 size, and it should be underline and italic. So like that I choose. And one more option we have in the character format, that is barcode. So what is this barcode? If you see, if you are showing any values nowadays, you can see in the supermarkets and all, they'll have lines that they are scanning. Then the product and the price will come into the computer. So means the product name and the price of that and the batch of that, everything is marked under that lines. That is called barcode. How to create the barcode means by using this character format. I want to create means edit create element C2, which is for barcode. And who will create the barcodes? Bases are responsible to create the barcodes. They'll give the barcode name. You can choose that barcode name here, so that you can use that value under this character format, so that it's going to show you that in the barcode format instead of that value. So this is about that. Is it clear? సో ఏం డిస్కస్ చేసాం? హెడర్లో ఏం చేసాం? అడ్మినిస్ట్రేషన్ డేటా ఎవరు క్రియేట్ చేశారు, ఎక్కడ, ఏ లాంగ్వేజ్లో అనేది ఇచ్చాం. బేసిక్ సెట్టింగ్స్, బేసికల్గా మన పేజ్ అనేది ఎలా ఉండాలి. ఇప్పుడు పేజ్ కూడా చేస్తాం కదా, ఇక్కడ చూస్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. ఫస్ట్ పేజ్ షుడ్ బి, ఐ వాంట్ డిఫాల్ట్ యాజ్ ఫస్ట్ పేజ్. ఇఫ్ యూ హ్యావ్ మల్టిపుల్ పేజెస్, దెన్ యూ కెన్ మార్క్ ఇట్ యాజ్ విచ్ పేజ్ యాజ్ అ డిఫాల్ట్ పేజ్. And default, if you are not giving any paragraph, which one I want to take, p1 as a default paragraph. So this is header data. సో ఇక్కడ ఏం చెప్తున్నాం, ఎలా ఉండాలి, ఎవరు క్రియేట్ చేశారు, పేజ్ అనేది ఎలా ఉండాలి, ఏ పేజ్ని ఫస్ట్ పేజ్గా తీసుకోవాలి, ఏ పారాగ్రాఫ్ అనేది డిఫాల్ట్గా తీసుకోవాలనేది చెప్తున్నాం. Then pages is for designing multiple pages. I just design only one page. సో పేజెస్ అనేది, పేజెస్ డిజైన్ చేయడానికి ఎన్ని పేజెస్ కావాలంటే మ్యాక్సిమం 99 పేజెస్ డిజైన్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. ఇప్పుడు ఈ ఎగ్జాంపుల్లో నేను ఒక్క పేజ్ మాత్రమే డిజైన్ చేశాను. Windows is for designing the windows. We can design in a page maximum 99 windows. Here I can design multiple windows, but by default window is main window, and we are going to see multiple windows how to design here. And main window is the mandatory window in all the pages. విండోస్ అనేది, విండోస్ డిజైన్ చేయడానికి మెయిన్ విండో అనేది డిఫాల్ట్గా వచ్చేసింది, అండ్ మెయిన్ విండో అనేది మ్యాండేటరీ విండో, అది కంపల్సరీ విండో అన్ని పేజెస్లో. నెక్స్ట్ చూద్దాం ఎన్ని విండోస్ చేయొచ్చు. నెక్స్ట్ pages and windows. Separately I created pages, separately I created windows. Now I can assign these windows I want in the page. Like that I can give, that is page windows. How to assign, I'll show you little bit later. Then paragraph formats is nothing but styles. If I want for the entire line the same style, then go for paragraph format. And character format, if I want specially for few words I need different style in the line, then go for character format. పారాగ్రాఫ్ ఫార్మాట్ అంటే స్టైల్, అంటే ఎంటైర్ ఒక లైన్ మొత్తానికి ఒకే స్టైల్ కావాలంటే పారాగ్రాఫ్ ఫార్మాట్ యూస్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. ఆ లైన్లో కొన్ని వర్డ్స్ మాత్రమే అండర్లైన్ చేయడమో ఇంకోటి అలాంటి కావాలి అంటే అప్పుడు క్యారెక్టర్ ఫార్మాట్ యూస్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. ఇస్ ఇట్ క్లియర్ అప్ టు హియర్?
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm just going to activate this. 1 second. Hello. Oh. Mm. No, sorry. Sorry for the wait. So this is about how we are going to design form and activate. No page windows are defined. What happened in this page? You are not defined any window. That's the reason it is not able to activate. ఈ పేజ్లో ఏ విండో అనేది పెట్టలేదు. What is that? The same path, edit, create element. You have to use it for assigning the window. I'm just assigning the window. By default, it will be 5 and 5. I'm just giving. But how it looks, I want to see that. Means if you want to see that, settings, form painter, check the graphical form painter and go to the layout. Here you can see like this in the page the window is looking, but it is not looking good. I want left margin. You can go here and give the left margin how much you want. It will give. Then upper margin also I want to give. I want to give upper margin as 2. Yes, you can see. And this is showing only like a box. I want for the entire page. You can give the width of that. I want the width of that is 16. You can see that. Or you can just make more than that. And height of the window is 20. Like that I can design. Okay, you can give left margin, upper margin, height of the window, width of the window. Like that you can adjust this window. Clear, ma? Or you have this option, you can see, you can just adjust the window like this also. But what is the best way of doing means, this is the best way of doing. So giving the left margin and upper margin, and then height of the window, and then width, height and width, like this. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Then once you did the adjustment settings form painter, you need to uncheck and come back. So then we are coming back. Now assign the window also under the page form and activate. Done. So this is how I created my script. Okay. But in this, what you did, you are not did any designing and all. Default window, whatever is there, you just assign in the page. But how I want, as per the FS, we saw that I want in the first page, I want the company address, then customer address, then logo. Then I want to show the company address. I want one more window in my script. So that I am going to do now. Okay, how to do? I want to create a window. So go to the windows, edit, create element. I want company address window. Company address window. What kind of window? You can see it is a variable window. Okay, you can see here by default it's taken variable window. You can choose constant window also. Now I'm just having this window, but this is window created. Fine. Inside that I want to show the address. How to show the address? Just double click on the window, which window is active, it will be shown in this color. Then go to the text elements. It looks like a white paper. Go to change editor. Now it looks like a rule paper. Here you can write. This is called script editor. Means when the forms and all when you are using, then it will take you to this editor. Editor means where you can write the code. So here you can write the code. How to write the code, what and all is allowed, that we'll discuss little bit later. So here in the left panel, you can choose the styles. You can choose that based on your requirement. What is that? I just created the P1 paragraph. I want in the P1 paragraph format. SSN IT technologies. Then It is taking the same P1 paragraph. No, I want to see in P2 paragraph in bold. I want to see, okay, near biryani zone. And then in the another style, in the another paragraph in italic format, I want to see in the Maratha Halli. Next, P4, I want to choose Bangalore. Then I want to choose this as next. I just finished. I'm just taking star. Star means default. What is the default I given in the header? P1 means normal. In that format, it is going to come. Karnataka. Like this, I given the address of my company and how to write the code also I'll show you. Don't worry. So come back and then form and activate. Like this we can do the hard coded text. Now I want to display this in the pages and windows. I want to allocate this window. How to edit? Create element, double click on company address window. What is the by default? I'm just choosing 2 and 2 by default, but I'll adjust in the layout. So settings, form painter, go to the graphical form painter and choose this. You can give left margin, upper margin like that. For time being, I'm just going to do like this. But what is the best way of doing ma? So giving left margin, upper margin, everything. That is the best way of doing. This is my company address window, which I want to show like this. Settings, form painter, uncheck and come so that I'm coming out of the layout. Done. I just assigned form and activate. Okay, fine. I just added the company address where hard coded address. Now I want to see how it looks. How can I see? I can't run script alone. What is required? Print program is required. స్క్రిప్ట్ని ఒక్కటే నేను రన్ చేయలేను. కంపల్సరీ ప్రింట్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ అనేది కావాలి. What is print program? Is nothing but executable program. Z22 print program for the demo. Just click on create print program or driver program. So what is this? Executable program. Click on save, local object. This is the same. Okay. Then what we need to do, if you want to call that, okay, form, you have three function modules. What is that? Pattern button. Okay. Open underscore form. So I'm just going to call which form. Just give here which form and language because it is language dependent. What is the form name? What I created? Z22 demo is my form name. Give it Z22 demo. Whenever you are giving in quotations, give it as capital letters. SY Langu by default, it will take the system language and uncomment the exceptions. And then we have to use the pattern button and open form. Instead of that we can use write form. Okay, so write form to call the main window, but I'm not passing any data from the print program to that. But still, one time write form is required because to call the main window, because main window is the default window and main window is the mandatory window, compulsory window. సో రైట్ ఫామ్ ఎందుకు ఓపెన్ ఫామ్ కాల్ చేస్తున్నా ఫైన్. రైట్ ఫామ్ ఎందుకు అసలు నేనేం డేటా పాస్ చేయట్లేదు కదా. బట్ మెయిన్ విండో అనేది డిఫాల్ట్ విండో, మ్యాండేటరీ విండో కాబట్టి రైట్ ఫామ్ కంపల్సరీ ఒకసారి కాల్ చేయాల్సిందే. నెక్స్ట్, I just finished. I'm not passing any data from the print program. So I just call that form and close form. That's it. Done. So uncomment the exceptions. If anything went wrong, it will show the error. Then activate it. Now I'm just going to run this program. So output device will be LOCL or LP01. These are the local printer names by default that we will give. But in your client, if they are using ZOCL or ZPD1 like that, if they are having any different name, they will give you that name. You can use it. And I'm not using print because it will go to the printer. I don't have any configuration here for the printer. I'm seeing print preview, how it looks if I'm printing. This is how it looks. Print preview. You can see page one of one. One page got created. In that, I given that company address. SSN IT Technologies. You can see it is coming in the normal format. It is in the bold format. It is in the italic format. It is in underline. Then Karnataka coming in normal because by default I given as P1 as default paragraph. Is it clear, ma?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is how we can show that company address. Then I want to show the customer address. Hey, if you want to show the customer address, then you have to write the logic. Where you want to write the logic? In the script you can able to write the logic. No, in the script editor you are not supposed to write any logic. Means all the statements are not allowed in the SAP scripts. Then what is allowed in the SAP script editor? In the script editor, only variables can be displayed. Only variables can be displayed. If then how I'm going to display my data? Means only variables is allowed, but if I'm taking that work area hyphen field name, then it will be treated like a variable. So I can use work area hyphen field names or variables in the script editor. That's it. I can't use other than that. Then how to write these select statements and all? You can't write in the script. So you need to write in the print program. So we are just going to write here how you're going to get that. Okay. So select what I want. Here the logic will be given by functional. Okay, so pass that VBLN number from NAST object key. Here the configurations and all it's not there. That's the reason I can't take. I'll pass a hard coded some number, order number to VBAK and I'll get the KUNNR. Then I'll pass that KUNNR to KNA1 table, get the address number. Then I'll pass that address number to ADRC and get the name, city, postcode. So this is how I need to write the logic. So I want only one record. So what I'm going to write? Select. Okay, select what I want. KUNNR, only one field value from VBAK into where I want to store. If I want to store it as a like a multiple fields values, okay, I want only single, get only one, right? Select single, I'm writing into. If I'm having multiple fields, I'm going to store it into a work area, but only single field means variable enough. ZVKUNNR, where what is that? VBLN equal to, I'm going to hard code some value 4980 or whatever it is. But normally for this also they'll give the logic how you're going to get that. If sy sub rc equal to 0, then end if. Then pass this customer number to KNA1 and get the data. Select single, what is that? ADRNR from KNA1 table into, again single value I can make it as variable ADRNR, where what is that? KUNNR equal to ZV underscore KUNNR. If SY sub RC equal to 0 and if, then what we need to do? I need to get the ADRC data. Select single, name 1, name 2, city 1, postcode 1. These and all fields will be given by functional. From ADRC into, I can't take it into variable. I'm going to take it as a work area. GS ADRC, where ADDR number equal to ZV ADR NR. Then if sy sub rc equal to 0, compulsory to check sy sub rc after select statement. That is the coding standard to follow. Now I'm not did any declarations, so I'm just going to do the declarations. So how to do? First we need to declare local structure. So because I want work area with few fields, begin of ty underscore adrc, name one type adrc hyphen name one. This and all you already learn the coding standards and all, correct? How to write the code you already know. Yes or no?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
So that's the reason I'm not repeating again how to write and all. Directly I'm just writing gs adrc type only work area. So type keyword is required. Type adrc. Done. ZV, what I want, KUNNR, which is of type VBAK hyphen KUNNR. Then ZV ADR NR, type KNA1 ADR NR. So all my declarations are done. I want ZV KUNNR declared, and next ZV ADR NR declared, and GS ADRC declared. Manjula, Manjula, Manjula. అది ఫ్రీక్వెంట్గా డిస్కనెక్ట్ అవుతుందని చెప్పి అది స్క్రీన్ షాట్ పంపించాను కదా,
చేశారని చెప్పాను మేడం.
మళ్ళీ పోతుంది. వాడుతున్నా కూడా పోతుంది. మళ్ళీ మళ్ళీ టైప్ చేసుకోవాల్సి వస్తుంది. అది కంప్లైంట్ రైజ్ చేయండి, లేదంటే నాకు వేరేది ఇవ్వండి. ఇది సర్వర్ అయినా నాకు వేరేది ఇవ్వండి, పర్లేదు. కంటిన్యూస్గా డిస్కనెక్ట్ అవుతుంది. ఇప్పుడు కోడ్ అంతా మనం ఐడల్ టైం అయితే ఓకే ఫైన్, నేను దాన్ని టచ్ చేయలేదంటే రాస్తుంటే కోడ్ రాస్తుంటే కూడా 5 minutesకి వెళ్ళిపోతే ఇంకా మధ్యలో కష్టం కదా.
టైం ఎక్స్టెండ్ చేయమని చెప్పాను, చేసామని చెప్పాను.
ఏం మారలేదు ఇంకా, ఈవెన్ కోడ్ రాస్తుంటే కూడా డిస్కనెక్ట్ అయిపోతుంది. ప్రాబ్లం ఏదన్నా సర్వర్లో ఉందంటే వేరే సర్వర్ అయినా ఇవ్వండి, బట్ అది ప్రాపర్గా ఉండాలి అని చెప్పండి.
సర్వర్ అంటే ఎస్ఓ హనా తీసుకున్నాం లేకపోతే ఈసీసీ?
లేదు, ఇదే మనకి సేమే, కాకపోతే 93 యూజర్ 26 ఇచ్చారు కదా, దీనికి ఏమన్నా అట్లా ప్రాబ్లం ఉంటే వేరే యూజర్ అయినా ఇవ్వండి పర్లేదు, కానీ ఇది ఫ్రీక్వెంట్గా డిస్కనెక్ట్ అవుతుంది. సేమ్ వేరే ఎర్రర్ ఏం రావట్లేదు, సేమ్ ఎర్రర్ వస్తుంది స్క్రీన్ షాట్లో పెట్టింది అని చెప్పి. ఓకేనా?
ఒకవేళ యూజరే ప్రాబ్లం అవుతుందంటే
వేరే యూజర్ అన్నా ఇవ్వమని చెప్పండి, పర్లేదు.
అది ఎస్ఓ హనా తీసుకోండి,
సేమ్ ఇదే తీసుకోండి దీనికి.
version.
సో ఎస్ఓ హనా అది సపరేట్ ఉంది కదా మనకి, అది ఓకే. ఇది ఈసీసీనే తీసుకోండి. So I have here code already. I'll just copy paste. Okay. So what we are doing, we are just declaring that begin of ty underscore adrc, end of ty underscore adrc. This is my local structure. Then zvknnr type kna1, zvadrnr kna1, zs adrc, which is of type ty underscore adrc. This is declarations. Then instead of doing the hard coded, I just given in the selection screen p underscore vbln type vbak hyphen vbln. Okay. So then startup selection is the mandatory event which we given. Then select single customer number from VBAK into ZVKUNNR, where VBLN equal to P underscore VBLN means selection screen VBLN we are passing. If SY sub RC equal to 0, then select single ADRNR from KNA1 into ZVADRNR, where K1NR equal to this. Then if SY sub RC equal to 0, select single name 1, city 1, postcode 1 from ADRC into GS ADRC, where ADDR number equal to this. So this is how we return the code, same code, copy pasted, activated. Now what I have address. This address I want to display. Okay, you can just click on pretty printer. It will adjust everything finally. If not, you can adjust few manually. So I have name one, name two. I'm not taken. Name one, city one, postcode one. This I want to display in in the script. How to display the data? First, you need a window for that. We are going for script. So coding understood, Nama, what I written.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So then we are going to do the designing of SE71 is the T code. In that Z22 demo. Okay. Time up. Okay. I don't want to be rush. So I just return the code. Tomorrow I'm just going to design the window. Inside the window, how we are going to display these variables. In the script editor, only the variables are allowed, and what and all is allowed, I'm going to explain step by step. Okay. Clear, ma?
Yes, ma'am.
Up to here,
Yes.
any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, we can wind up.
No questions.
Okay, fine then. Thank you. Have a good day. We'll meet tomorrow and we'll discuss the remaining concepts.
Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.